following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Claremont. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling, prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinions of others. Whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinion according to their belief system, so whatever they think about you is not about you, but is about them. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 76, NASDAQ up 33, S&P's up 15, gold contract trading down $4.80 at $13.2280 an ounce. Silver up a penny and a half at $16.51 an ounce. Copper down 5.5 pennies at $3.05 a pound. Light sweet crude down 79 cents, $60.17 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 5 ticks, 120.06. 30-year bond up 17, 143.20. King dollar up 513 ticks, trading at 90.120. The euro is at 123 to 1 US dollar. The yen is out here at 106.24 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's go over and take a look at the futures. You can expect some action coming into this close out here, folks, and we'll go through it in a second. So, S&Ps right here. The high for the S&Ps, we're almost at them, 2744.25. We're at 2742. We take a look at this intraday. So, I'm going to pull this back, get this set up intraday, and what you have out here, you just got a spike at 3 o'clock, flat out. You spiked the highs of today. Now the number you got to keep your eye on here is the 2741.50. The reason being is that we did 8,800 contracts this morning at 9:50. We just did 8,200, so it's about as close as you can get for spiking that level. And let's go into the NDX 100. We take a look at the NDX 100. NDX 100 right now trading up $42. We're at 69.67. And you're going to see kind of the same deal. What is intriguing about the NDX, I don't think it spiked at this morning yet. Maybe it did. Yeah, it just did. Okay. So you have the spike. The first spike was at 11:10 this morning. 69.73.75. No, that's still the high. Okay, so we just got with 7,300 contracts versus 8,700. So bottom line, you know, we got an hour to move this thing around, and I expect it's going to get moved around. Why is it going to get moved around? Well, you've had a lot of different things come out intraday here as to what exactly we're going to get at 3:30 this afternoon. Trump's going to sign the tariff. The real question is going to be, let me show you two different things. I'll show you first the Canadian dollar. So if we take a look at the Canadian dollar, what you're going to see, the currency moves have been big out here. So the Canadian dollar just went at 20 past 2. It just went from 129.55 and got stronger down to 128.97. If we go take a look at the Mexican peso, what you're going to see is you're going to see the same type of move inside the peso, meaning it got stronger. The peso out here It just went from a price point. It was trading at 18.75. Now it's 18.62. What that was all about, folks, is that what you had coming out of the White House. There's a lot of things coming out right now. Depending, we'll find out at 3:30. What the peso and the Canadian dollar, though, when they got stronger, was coming out of the White House, was that they were going to get a permanent exemption from the tariff, from the steel and the aluminum tariff. Now, we'll see if that's the case, because the bottom line is that it's gone back and forth a million times. Yeah, not a million times, but bottom line, quite a bit. So we'll see if, in fact, they actually get this thing done by 3:30. The way that if we go over into the NDX 100, the Qs for a second, it looks to me like these Qs are actually going to fail. They would have to come down. So the Qs right now are up 82 cents. You've done 19 million shares. You know, 2 days ago we did 29 million. Yesterday it did 34 million. You're at 69.78. A failure would be 169. Well, 169.80 is a failure too, because what happens is that now you got over that level. So bottom line, a bigger failure would be 169.11. So we'll see how that shakes out as we come into the close out here today. Some of the higher volume stocks we have out here. If Advanced Micro down 29 cents, Kroger is getting that's getting smacked around. That's down 14% or $3 at $23.11. You have Express Scripts. That's up. That was up a lot more than $6. It's up $6 right now. That's getting taken over by Cigna. Cigna is down $22. And see what's intriguing about the Cigna deal? It is a cash plus stock deal. So bottom line, as that stock goes lower, you're getting less money for Express Scripts. That's why you just saw Express Scripts go from up $14 to up only $6. Some of the Dow stocks out here that we're taking a look at, you have the Boeing is up 96 cents. You get Caterpillar up $1.59. IBM's taking a hit. That's down 226. You get Procter & Gamble up 71 cents. We have GE flat. That's at $14.70. Let's go take a look at the king out here, Amazon. Amazon right now is trading up $5.70. That's at $15.50. Bottom line, it just keeps getting to higher highs. Google still having a little bit of a struggle compared to the rest of these stocks. Google is up $15 at $11.24, but what you're going to see is that you're way below even the 27th high, which is a $11.44. The actual high in Google is $11.86. So bigger numbers out there. The TLT, let's take a look at the 20-year bond ETF. TLT is up 53 cents. That's actually pushing into a swing and has some volume. You know, with 4.5 million, it's pushing into 5.6 million another hour. That can get that type of juice as it comes into the close. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 64, NASDAQ up 28, S&P's up 13. We'll come right back. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Right now we have the Dow Industrials up 80. You get the Nasdaq up 32. S&Ps are up 15. We go take a look at Walmart, Amazon. They continue to go at it in a big way. Walmart right now trading at 87.61. Bottom line is that this has already closed the gap that was out there from the 15th of November, and it looks to me like you're building cars to get down into this area of October 9th, which is going to be 81 to 79. So that certainly is a big number inside Walmart, where it looks like it's heading to. Now, let's go to the GDX next. We take a look at the GDX. The GDX out here today, as it did yesterday. It's rejected lower price once again. Bottom line is that you're trading at 2165. Bottom line, what that did, it has rejected lower price. You're going to have dramatically lighter volume. Big number, no doubt about it. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do every Tuesday and Thursday. Don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show right here. Normally, it's Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6. He just was on. It's a beautiful thing. He swapped with our man, Mr. Dave White. You can check out both of Andy's newsletters at our website at TFNN. You have the investment newsletter, which is the Technomental Commodity Report, and you have the daily newsletter, which is Daily Essentials. Just go into newsletters, and you can take your pick, daily trading newsletter or investment newsletter. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you? So we got 11 minutes to go until we find out, but it looks like the news has leaked. A lot of the news is leaked out.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, they're going to do it. The real question is going to be, is that is it really a permanent exemption, I think, for Mexico and Canada, you know?
Right. I think the first thing that leaked out is that they'll take effect in 15 days, which gives them another 2 weeks to negotiate. The other thing is that, Canada and Mexico will be exempt. The question is, as you said, for how long? But the other thing is that other nations can negotiate an exemption on an individual basis. Again, a move away from the multilateral kind of trade deals to the bilateral type of trade deals. So I think that's what he's going to say, but you never know. We'll see. The markets are crawling back. I mean, the Dow is, since I was
on the
100,
yeah.
It's up. It's up. We'll take a look at some of the other markets. I mean, gold's coming back a little bit.
It's not 330 yet.
Right. By the way, silver.
Yeah.
Silver like a rock today, huh?
Yeah, that's a good scene, man. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
Silver's hanging tough, man. I like it.
It's hanging tough. We'll see. Silver's a crazy commodity. Crazy commodity. So let's talk about the other big news in the market today for us commodity traders, which was the USDA's World Agricultural Supply and Demand Estimates report.
Okay.
Corn made a new high. It was really pretty bullish for corn and for cotton prices. In cotton, they said that production was lower, demand is higher, exports are up. Cotton looks good. Looks like it could head for 90 cents. Corn traded right up to the last July highs, which is a critical area of support. Now, beans and wheat, the news from the USDA wasn't so bullish.
Okay.
It wasn't bullish at all. But these both really held pretty well. So we'll have to see if there's a delayed selling here. But all in all, listen, this is a month where it's projections. We had a lot of data from South America. We all know that there's a drought in Argentina, which is affecting crops. And the bottom line is that, we're in a period of uncertainty. The seeds haven't gone into the ground in the U.S. We're the biggest producer of corn and soybeans, and if Mother Nature does not cooperate for the 6th straight year, we're getting a little taste of what could be in store for us in the months ahead.
Yeah. You know what was cool, Indy? I don't know if you heard it, but Larry Pesavento, right, had this guy on Tuesday, and they run the largest insurance program in the United States for agricultural products.
Oh, yeah.
And man, I learned so much, and the audience learned so much just about how this thing works. So they were talking about the aspect of corn and soybeans, right? Mm-hmm. And the guy was explaining that the aspect, as you had said, that, bottom line, everyone's planting soybeans, so, corn, is going to, more than likely, we're going to need more corn in a few more months, right? Mm-hmm. And he's explaining now, watch how this works, though. This is interesting. So he was talking about this exact contract, too. He says, so they've insured that contract at 1020, okay? And what that means is that when farmers buy insurance, they have a 10% deductible, right?
Right.
And he says, so guess what? That's their break even. And he says, so what's going to happen, he says, they'll decide, if I'm happy with breaking even, he says, they're going to plant more beans.
Right.
And it was so intriguing, man, understanding that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's that. So the insurance aspect of the agricultural future products are crucial to understand.
Absolutely. But, that's what they're going to plant. But the question is, what's Mother Nature going to allow to grow? The farmers will be okay because they insure their risk. The bottom line is the consumer, the supply side is always a question. That's why back in 2012 when we had drought conditions, we had soybeans at $18 a bushel.
Right.
And let me tell you something, Tom. With I did a quick calculation. Guess how many people, since the drought in 2012, guess how many more people there are on our planet?
How many?
340 million.
Really? In 5 years? Wow.
That's a lot. You had 5 years. You're actually a little bit shy. 4 years. How many quarters is that? Let me just see. It's 20 million a quarter.
That's amazing.
20 million a quarter. So that's 17 quarters. 17 divided by 4. That's 4 years. 4.25 years. Not even 5 years.
That's pretty cool, man.
300. That's a third of a billion people.
That's a lot of mouths to feed. Exactly.
That's a lot of people that need to eat, and that's the reason that we're addicted to bumper crops, and it's another reason why. If we get problems, look, Argentina shows us that Argentina is the 4th largest producer, I think, of corn, of soybeans. And look what this little, marginal producer has done to the price recently. If we get a problem in the U.S., look out. You could have $20 beans. No question about it. You could have corn up at $10.
Yeah, you got to love it, man.
It's very possible. So, the downside is limited in these markets. I mean, I wouldn't buy rallies here, but pullbacks are definitely a buy, no question, in my opinion. The other thing that I really like going on here, I watch, and we've been talking about this for the last couple of years. I love to watch the Kansas City versus Chicago wheat spread.
Okay.
And it was trading at a discount while wheat was getting pummeled, inventories were growing. But now we're up to long-term norm over the last 40 years, about 20 to 30 cent premium for Kansas City hard red winter wheat. It's up to 35 cents now, and that's a bullish sign for wheat for me.
Nice, nice.
So. Anyway, all looks very interesting here.
Let's go over. We have Ron from Denver. Hey, look at that. Stay. Can you do one more segment, Andy? Are you getting on the plane?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Stay right there, folks. Andy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 82. Nasdaq's up 29. S&Ps are up 13. Andy and I are coming right back, folks.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18th, 2018 placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earned me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Andy Heck, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 90, Nasdaq's up 30, S&Ps are up 13, and bottom line is that we are supposed to be hearing from the president any second. And, you know, he must be pretty bullish that whatever he's saying is going to be bullish if he does it at 3:30 in the afternoon, man.
Exactly. He would wait. If it wasn't, he'd wait till 4:01.
Well, he thinks it's bullish. We'll see what the market's going to think if he actually does it. You know, whatever he's going to do. So it's going to be intriguing, no doubt. Do we have Ron from Denver? No, I guess we don't. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so let's take a look at some other things today. Interesting. Natural gas.
Yes.
Very interesting.
We got natural gas numbers out today.
Yeah, yeah. The market was expecting a 70 BCF withdrawal. We only got 57 BCF. But the price only came down about 2 cents, and I think that's because of the weather in the Northeast.
Yeah.
And we'll probably get a big draw next week. So, you know, that's definitely affecting the market. But, Tom, 3 weeks left to go. And, you know, March comes in like a lion. It goes out like a lamb. And, you know, all you folks in Boston and New York, don't get too discouraged, because even though you might get another blast of winter air, the spring is on the way.
Right. So let's bring this up on a continuous contract, because I'm curious about, you know, like on a longer-term basis where we're at. Okay, so I see. So I just brought this back 3 years. On a longer-term basis, I guess we're still in this consolidation that, oh, my God, this thing started like in June of 2016, really, right? Same place?
Yeah. I mean, listen, we've been making higher lows. March of 2016, we got down to 161.10. Last winter, we got the low was 252.20. You know, that's the key level to hold. We're 23 cents or so above there now. Let's see if it can hold. You know, but the interesting thing about natural gas, if you look at the short-term chart, Tom, this thing has been climbing the steps one step at a time.
Right.
Which we know how this market works. It takes the stairs up, and then sometimes it takes the elevator shaft down.
Yeah, it does.
You got to be careful with this puppy.
No doubt. Hey, so what do you think of oil? Oil had quite a day yesterday, man.
Yeah, you know, Oil's in a range 58 to 66. This is our second journey down below 60. The XLE has been telling us that oil, you know, should be lower. Production is up. Inventories are swelling. Rig count at 800. You know, almost 200 rigs more in operation than last year at this time. The bottom line is, Tom, I think we're trending down to the lower end of the trading range here. You know, I don't expect oil to absolutely trash. Could I see it at $55? Absolutely. Do I see it below 50? No way. Not with the economic growth.
We got our man Ron back. Hey, Ron, what's going on?
Hi, guys. I just wanted to put out a big salute to Andy that kind of went unnoticed here. About a week and a half ago, a couple weeks ago, you guys were talking, and Andy said, listen, the VIX is very undervalued. It was about 14.5. He says it should be up there around 21. And the next 2 days, the VIX went to 50.
It's a beautiful thing.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
And a guy here in Denver made $200 million on playing on those VIX. And I was too dumb to act on it when Andy said something. Could have bought calls in VIX and been a wealthy guy.
I appreciate
and
that.
And Andy, what a call he made. And I just thought, you know, nobody said anything about it, but that was a hell of a call by Andy when he said that they were so undervalued.
It's a beautiful thing, brother. Well, we appreciate the phone call, man.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Ron.
Sure. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks. Anyway, yeah, we do the best we can. Tom, you, me, all the other hosts here, we look for risk reward. We look for things that make sense on a risk reward basis. You know, you guys are very technically driven. I'm more fundamentally driven, but there's room for both, you know, and putting both of those things together yield really nice returns over time.
There's no doubt, man. No doubt. So this, you know, as you said a little bit earlier, the silver market's cool. The gold market, bottom line, pulled back, light volume. We'll see where we're coming into Friday. We know Friday is challenging, folks, inside the metals market.
You got that employment report tomorrow. So that's going to, you know, what did the ADP came out, 235,000 job increase?
Yes.
I think if we get something like that, you know, that's going to put the fear back in the bond market, you know, for this more hawkish Fed. But, you know, anything is possible, certainly. Fridays are crazy days, and, you know, tomorrow will be another one of those crazy Fridays. We'll get a lot of volatility. Once we get tariffs out of the way, right?
I guess so. My take is that we're going down anyway. You know, that's kind of my take, that this is a counter-trend bounce, and guess what? We're going down. There's always some kind of news event that's happening. You know, in this case, you know,
I don't disagree.
Yeah,
but let me give you my take on these tariffs. I think that anything that distorts free market prices creates tremendous volatility in markets. We're seeing copper come off today. We're probably seeing aluminum, nickel, lead, zinc, tin, iron ore. These are going to be very, very volatile. This is like, if this is a trade war, these are the soldiers on the front line, and they're commodities. You know, tariffs are on commodities, the stuff that, and they affect assets, markets across all asset classes. So the distortions that we might see as a result of these tariffs could create, you know, kind of a tsunami of volatility that goes across all markets, whether it's bonds, stocks, currencies, all of this stuff. So be careful out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no doubt. You know, we got the tax cut. Now, TAFs are a tax.
Right, exactly.
So the bottom line is that we got a tax cut, and guess what? Depending on what industry you're in, you're going to get a tax hike.
Right.
So we'll see how.
Not only the tax hike, it also increases. You know, it also could be problematic for employment. You know, the U.S. is a large exporter of certain commodities. Could hurt our farming industry. We have to wait and see. I mean, this is a very fine line they're working. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no doubt.
Very fine line. So we'll see what happens. I mean, a lot of the people in his own administration, even the person he's considering to replace Gary Cohn, Larry Kudlow, is very much against the tariffs. So is the Speaker of the House. You know, so
we ever get Kudlow in there, man. That'd be like sad. That'd be like sick. That's
who he's considering.
Yeah, right.
Others, you know. Who knows who he's going to take? I mean, Gary Cohn was, listen, I remember Gary Cohn from the days at Goldman Sachs, my days at Solomon. He was at Goldman Sachs. He's a good guy, smart, very smart guy, no question about it. And the markets liked him, no question about it. But, you know, now you got a more uncertainty. This is a key position, this economic chief in the White House.
It's a key position if he pays attention to him.
Yes.
It's shown that, you know, it was a key position on tax, but it certainly wasn't a key position on trade.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Well, neither is the Secretary of the Treasury, because Mnuchin is against it.
Oh, yeah, no. This is a Wilbur Ross, you know, Navarro deal, no doubt about that. And Wilbur Ross, just so you don't know, folks, he bought every bankrupt steel company there was and made a fortune on the last time that they put TAFs in. So that's true. That's how he made millions, hundreds of millions, actually.
Hundreds of millions.
I know,
right.
Exactly.
Hundreds and hundreds of millions. You know, but like I said, Tom, commodities front line for us, you know, for us little people. We look to make money in these markets. Volatility creates the Garden of Eden for nimble traders. And we can have some really volatile markets in the commodities in the coming days and weeks.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, listen, you have a safe flight. I know you tell your son happy birthday.
Happy birthday to my son, 30 years old.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Cooking, brother. Yeah. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 65. You have the NASDAQ trading up 26. S&Ps are up 11.5. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 31. You get the Nasdaq up 17. S&Ps are up 9.5. Let's go into the S&Ps first. So the S&Ps right now, I believe that we have Trump speaking right now. So let's see what this market wants to do. So we put this a little bit closer. So you had the spike high at 320. You're back inside the lower range. So this is going to be a battle right here on the lower range, meaning that 2735 looks like it's going to be at least tested. And I suspect that'll get tested in the next few minutes. If we go over to the NDX 100, what the NDX 100 has, now this is where this is a little bit different. Well, let me do the NQM, because what we're doing right now, no, we're rolling right now. Today's the roll, but the H's still have the most amount of volume in them for today. And so what you're going to see is that at 69.53, what we do have here is that we have this high volume low that looks to me wants to be tested. So it's going to be really intriguing watching this shake out, because that's at 69.31. It's not the 69. We hit 69.13 last night, but you know, we'll see where that shakes out. What we just did get on that bar, the first bar, when evidently start talking, when we went from 67 to 52, and you did have an expansion of volume. We just did the 7,900 contracts on that one. You're inside the 69.56. So what happens is when you get inside the bar like that, you know, whether it's daily, weekly, intraday, and you're 6 points inside it, and 31's the other side of it, and you have an expansion of volume, your probability is pretty good that it's going to try to get down into that level. So what I do expect you're going to have next, what, 15 minutes? Yeah, 20 minutes. We'll see whether these markets are going to stay green or not. The Dow had a lot of movement, which would make sense, by the way, okay, because the larger Dow stocks are going to be more affected because they're such large institutional worldwide stocks, and they have markets everywhere. So you can expect that that's why that they have more risk. That's what's going on, folks. They have much more risk that if, in fact, you know, something comes down the pike, you know, bottom line is that the Dow stocks are going to take it on the chin. They're going to take it on the chin very quickly because they're vulnerable to the aspect of, you know, bottom line tariffs everywhere, not, you know, not just in one country. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Right now, you get the Dow. We're up 3. We were just up 100 when Andy was on. So you can see, market-wise out here, bottom line is that they're selling it down. If we go to the Qs to me are going to be really important today, and this is why. The Qs have been the strongest indice out there, NDX 100 as well as the composite. That being said, if they fail today, and thus right now it looks like they're going to, because if we close at 169.80, it would be a failure. We've only done 21 million shares. It's going into 42 million. Now that would be a failure, but you know, that's failure on price, failure on volume. If we close under 169.11, that's a whole different ball game. And what that would be, that'd be a monster failure. The reason being is that we were at 169.98. So we had got over the highs, you know, of the first downdraft on the 28th. If this can't even hold the highs of 2 days ago, and 2 days ago we had anemic volume, that is the setup that it would be saying that, guess what? The market is saying, okay, I'm going to take some money off the table. The market would also be saying is that whatever this jobs number is tomorrow, the market is going to sell it down. So we get a lot of moving pieces in this market as we do come into the closeout here today. Dow just went negative, so that's down 10, no big deal there. You get the S&P is up 5. What we do have is this. If we take a look at the, let me just pull this up for a second. If we take a look at the, let's go into the SPY also. If we take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see is that that's going to be a failure at 273.39. So that's also set up that baby looks to me like that's also going to go south. And the SPY, what the SPY has done, that is an anemic bounce. You know, the SPY has been the weakest indice on the way up. If we go to the IWM and we take a look at the IWM, the small caps out here, small caps yesterday had taken a swing point out. Now the small caps have not failed yet. The small caps, the price to keep your eye on, I don't expect is going to fail out here today either. Small caps 155.88, and right now we're at 156.06. You know, so small caps bottom line look like they're going to wait this out until tomorrow morning and see where the rest of this does shake out. Some of the higher volume stocks out here, let's see if we get any differentials in those equities out here. Oh, I know. You know what, you know what do you want to do? Okay, so check this out. Is it KRE? One second, I want to see this because I know it was a call earlier today. Yeah. So if you take a look at the regional banking structure, this is the KRE. This baby here, put this on a weekly. Okay, so on a weekly, what you're going to see is that this is actually pushing with volume on the way up. What you have happening here, folks, is that there's a bill that's going through Congress that's going to basically get the regional banks exempted from the capital requirements that the large banks are in. That's going to make a difference in those regional banks. They're going to be they're going to bring a lot more money to the bottom line. The reason they can bring a lot more money to the bottom line is that some of those costs that they had were huge costs. They're not going to have those costs. You have to be you're going to have to be over 250 billion on your balance sheet, where before it was only 50 billion. So that's why you're seeing strength inside that index versus the J.P. Morgans of the world. The J.P. Morgans of the world are going to want to jump on that, but the bottom line, they're not going to be able to. You know, so that's inside that banking index. That's what you have happening out here. Why you're seeing that type of strength into the marketplace. Go take a look at the NDX 100, the NQs. So the NQs, we're dealing with. You're at 69.45. It's for a big failure, 69.70. So you're going to have a failure at the 69.70. If we close, though, under 69.39.25, different ball game. Totally different ball game. So you can expect, I expect we're going to see this thing jumping around like wildfire for the next 10 minutes because this is when all the trades are going to come in. They're going to say, okay, we're going to buy, we're going to sell on the close. What exactly we're going to do on the close? And thus far, you know, basically it's been a toss-up. We were up 100. We were flat. Dow's up 39 right now. S&Ps, they were basically up about 12. They were down. Well, they were up like 5. Now they're up 10. NQs were up like about. We're up about 40. Then we're up about 25. We're at 31 right now. Dow Industrials right now are up 34. Nasdaq is up 20. S&Ps are up 9.5. Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 35. You get the Nasdaq up 18. S&Ps are up 10. And let's see. So the president is following through on his pledge to impose stiff tariffs on imported steel and aluminum while excluding Canada and Mexico and leaving the door open to sparing other countries on the basis of national security. The president, let's see, the U.S. is going to levy a 25% duty on steel and a 10% on aluminum. Exempting some nations marks a compromise from Trump's initial plan. Let's see what we got. Yeah, U.S. steel was down today, so this is intriguing. So let's just go look at the steel stocks for a second. That being said, these stocks want higher price. You're down at $1.47 in U.S. steel. That's backing down though at light volume. It's rejected actually lower price. You're going into 40.8 million shares and you're coming down with 18. So bottom line, that still wants higher price. That's what it looks like. Canada, which is the largest supplier of steel and aluminum to the United States, and Mexico is number 4. Both of those looks like at the beginning, well, it looks like they're going to be exempted. That's the real bottom line. We'll see how it shakes out in Europe, because Europe, a lot of those European countries, the bottom line is that there's no doubt that there's a lot of different things that cross borders all the time that we can put on many different tariffs on. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today as we're coming into, well, actually, let's look at the volume as we come into this close, because what you had out here is that you try to get into a higher high. Yeah, the volume's going to be anemic. Right now, you have 494 million traded. I expect they'll put about 750 into the NYSE. If we take a look at the NASDAQ composite, we're at 2. So the composite actually will do some volume out here. Dow Industrials right now up 48, NASDAQ's up 21, S&P's are up 10.5. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with a few numbers after the close.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful thing. Get our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But
yeah.
Holy I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and you go against yourself, and it will take longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 93, NASDAQ up 31, S&P's up 16, gold contract down $5.10, trading at $13.22 an ounce. Silver, $16.15 an ounce. Copper, down 5.5 pennies at $3.05 a pound. Light sweet crude, down 87 cents, $60.29 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You had the 10-year note up 6 ticks, 120.07. 30-year bond up 20 ticks, 143.23. King dollar. King dollar up 493 ticks, trade 90.100. Now, King dollar had some force in the way up today. We did 31,000 contracts. That's saying it's going to go after that swing point. We're coming into a Friday. The currencies have been volatile out here in spades. You had the Canadian loonie volatile, the Mexican peso volatile, as well as the dollar. That was all about, are they going to tariff the Canada or Mexico? Bottom line, look, they got an exemption. That's when both of those got stronger versus what they were doing prior to that 3 o'clock announcement. The euro is trading at 123.11 to 1 U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 106.25 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We go over to the SPY. We take a look at the SPY. We've had the volatility out here, no doubt. Bottom line, did 59 million shares, and guess what? You closed at the highs of the day. So that's saying come into a Friday, you can go to higher price. Right now, we are at 274.03. The number that we were watching was 273.39. And if we do take a look at that, what you're going to see as we did come into that close out here, bottom line, they bought the close. You can see the spike inside the ETF structure, 8.3 million on the 10-minute bar. There was no bar even close to that out here. Inside the NDX 100, same type of setup inside the NDX 100. NDX 100, 3 Qs closed up 93 cents. You closed at 169.86. That was going into the 169.80 mark. And if we do look at that also intraday, what you're going to see coming into that close, that also had the spike when they bought that close. And the Qs, you did 2.4 million shares coming into that close. Now, the Qs didn't take out the high swing, but bottom line is that you had the juice coming into the close. Small caps, same type of setup. A little bit different, but same. The small caps really never had a chance of failing out here today. That was staying over the swing of this 155.88 mark. And what you had with the small caps is this. The IWM coming into that close out here. You also had the ETF structure. We did 4.49 million. So you can see they basically bought the close out here, waited for the 3:30 announcement, had the volatility. The volatility went back and forth, but bottom line, when all said and done, they bought it. Copper. Let's go take a look at the copper contract. So copper took a hit out here today. Nothing heavy, but the bottom line is that you were down 1.8%. You're trading at 3.07 a pound. You're down 5.5 cents. That is going to the bottom of the consolidation that copper has been in. Right now, the bottom of that consolidation is 304.65. We hit 307.05 today. It has quite a bit of support there. The reason that copper has so much support there has to do with how the downdraft was out there on December 5th. Big numbers. Now, notes and bonds. So notes and bonds, folks, continue to try to get off their lows. Bottom line is that they're having a tough time trying to get off those lows. We take a look at the note and bond market. What you're going to see is that you're at 120.07. And bottom line is that you did 1.1 million contracts. So it's not bad. What you're really looking for is you're looking for a couple million contracts. What we have here is that March 1st, the low of March 1st was 120 even. So you're 7 ticks into that. When you're 7 ticks into that, you get a good probability that it's going to try to work its way up into that high. That was where the strength came in on the 1st. So we'll see if, in fact, number one, it can get going into that area. You get going into that area, that's going to be saying that they're buying notes, they're buying bonds. Inside the 10-year right now, the 10-year is yielding 2.857. The high for the year right now is 2.950. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today, what we had Micron Tech up $1.25. Kruger got that got smoked. That was down 15% or $3.25, trading at $22.98. Caesars was up 10 cents. You had Express Scripts. They're getting bought out by Cigna. That was up $6.30. Cigna actually got smoked. That was down $22. Big number on the way down out here. Pfizer was up 57 cents. You had ExxonMobil down 14. Exxon and the oil stocks in general, folks, still have a hard time holding price whatsoever. Exxon has just gone from a price point in the last 2 months from $89, and that's trading at 74 right now. Big number. It's not only just the 74 is a big number. When you take a look at this and we put this back, what you're going to see is that the bottom of this consolidation you're in is 56. So you have a high volume swing low at 66. I expect that's going to go after the 66 mark. Bigger yet, though, is that high volume low that goes all the way back to 2008 at $56.56. Chevron, same type of setup. Inside of Chevron, Chevron now is stronger than Exxon. Chevron was down 49 cents today. You're trading at $113. Chevron also has a high volume sticking out at 108. And Chevron 2 months ago was trading at 133. So you can see both those oil equities are basically saying that, guess what? Oil itself wants lower price. We go take a look at the XLE. XLE, same type of setup. Sideways move out here today. You're at 67.17. XLE has a high volume low at 64.45. I expect that baby's going to get hit. So the numbers you want to keep an eye on out here and want to look at are the high volume lows that we got in those sectors, the high volume low that you have on February 9th. That's where this market wants to get into, and we'll see how it happens. The Dow finished up 93. NASDAQ up 31. S&P's up 15. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 93, NASDAQ up 31, S&P's up 16. Let's go over and we take a look at, let's see, We get a few stragglers coming out with numbers out here. So you get Finstar Corporation. This is fiber optic subsystems. That closed at $20.22. That is trading right now at $19.25. So let's see what this... Yeah, this has been a consolidation for a while. Oh, consolidation, not even close. Yeah, this is down from 36. And consolidation, yeah, for basically 8 or 9 weeks. At lows, let's see what they're saying now. Okay, so revenue, the estimate was 333 million. They made 332. Earnings per share estimate was 20 cents. They made estimate was 23 cents. They made 20 cents. So bottom line is that that just didn't get it going. MRVL, it's you got Marvell Technology. They design, develop, market circuits. That closed at $24.32. That is trading at $23.95. Let's see if they came out yet. Yeah, they came out also. So the estimate in Marvell was 31 cents. They come in with 32. Bottom line. Top line, 611 million revenue. They did 615. Their adjusted gross margin did beat the estimates out there. So let's see what this stock is looking like. Okay, so this baby is pushing. This is a typical chip stock, pushing highs, man. So 24.22. That was your spike high, but you know what? You're pushing in here with volume, man. This thing. Let me pull this back a bit. Oh, look at this. This is intriguing. So what we have here is that this baby here is all the way out to April of 2010. Look at that. Unreal. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Thursday at 20 past the second hour. Don't forget, folks, Basil's got an outstanding show right here at TFNN every trading day, noon to 1 Eastern Standard Time. He also has a great newsletter. You can get this newsletter by coming over to our website. You go to TFNN. You go to newsletters. You go to trading newsletters. You see the opening call right there. 30-day money-back guarantee. Just hit that button. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Very good. Thank you.
So did you get any of that snow, or did you miss that snow?
Oh, no. We got very thick snow last night.
Did you?
Wet and thick. And it's very interesting. All of a sudden, it's sunny outside.
40 degrees. Yeah, no, I saw when the snow was coming in. Today was going to be like 40 degrees, right? So that's good for you, right? Get rid of it quick.
It is, because it melts it pretty quickly. Otherwise, it would be very bad, especially with, people, the trees can't take this kind of wetness, the heavy snow. And they were damaged just a couple of days ago. There's a very bad storm, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're okay, so that's good.
So market-wise, what are we going to look at, Basil?
So this is very interesting. If you're looking at the Dow charts that I'm showing you, on the left is the daily chart, in the middle is the weekly, on the right is the monthly chart of the Dow. I've drawn this pattern a little while ago, and I said I'm anticipating there's a technique in Chapman wave methodology that I talk about. It looks the pattern looks exactly like a lowercase h. Come down sharply, make a little arch formation, try to retest the left side low. And if that's successful, it doesn't go down enough, then you can make a lowercase m pattern. Well, we're in that process, and you can see for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about the last 5 sessions, look how we're narrowing in the trading range. We've had huge moves intraday for going on since the top was made on the 26th of January at 26,616. So what I've been telling subscribers is that we don't have a position in the Dow right now. There's certain levels that we would look to get in, either short or long.
Okay.
But in this particular choppy range, it's not really worth it, because as you start to see some profits, it just turns around and comes back down. So until we get a decisive move, and if you look at the MACD is kind of flat. It's not really positive. Stochastic's not really good. So this is a choppy trading band, and I wouldn't be surprised. We could even rally. For my subscribers, every day I give a very detailed account of what we're looking at and what you can look at, and usually I give a particular time of the day Sometimes it's 10 past 11 Eastern time. It's usually where I can I can show that if certain things are happening, you should get a close, either a positive close or a negative close. So what I've been looking at here is that within the context of the markets, the manner in which you've rotated through the different sectors. For instance, within the Dow, you've got Intel. So if you look at the SMHs, which is the Semiconductor Market Vector ETF,
yes,
it's just gone to a leg D. Leg D is where, in my work, you start to get a little bit cautious. You can see the last peak D in the SMHs on the 23rd of January at 108.56 produced a very sharp decline, went down to 93.88. We're actually fortunate in being short for that move down. Now we're just stepping aside. I'm looking to see whether or not there's going to be a sharp pullback, because I think until you get the tech sector starting to break key levels, in this case, it'd be the first level would be the 9-period moving average in the daily, which is at 107.69, but it's 104.78 in the weekly chart, 9-period moving average. So I'm looking at different levels to say if those levels are broken, then we can look at something a little deeper, and then you've got the leading sector, the SMHs, coming down, and that should impact the general market. But at this particular point, because you've got the rotation, that's the reason why I was mentioning that in the Dow we're in this very choppy range. So if I'm going back to the Dow, you'll see that the weekly chart on a technical basis is not looking that good. It's made that lowercase h pattern I was just talking about. You can see it in the daily, and now you can see it in the weekly. And the technicals are still not very strong at all. So I'm anticipating that the upside is becoming quite limited for the Dow and the S&P. The QQQ, the NASDAQ 100 trading vehicle, still has some strength. So we're very selective. We've still got our bank stock. We've just added a broker, which did quite nicely today. We have a commodity ETN, where it's actually a fund. And on the short side, we're still short Boeing, which this is very interesting. Boeing is up $1.99. We're short from the 353.01 area, made an all-time high 371.60. And this has got that same H pattern. And we're looking at that in so many areas. And this is the defense area. So Boeing is in the aerospace and defense. So semiconductors, some of the high techs, the defense, the airline, the focal point right now would be the PPA, which is what I was just saying, aerospace and defense, just started to pull back. So if you can get the leading sectors, that'll say, okay, now we're looking at something a little different, because the leaders are out. Now what stocks and what sectors will take their place? So this is a period of consolidation. We're still short a home builder, which is really taking quite a hit on the downside. I think that has to do with the interest rates. So this is a period where you can start. We're trying to build a portfolio for the spring and summer. So we're very selective, looking at specific areas. That's how we're dealing with it. We want to be looking at the longer term now.
And folks, where you can get his newsletter, come over to TFNN, go to newsletters, trading newsletters, the opening call, 30-day money-back guarantee. Check them out tomorrow, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock noon. Basil, thanks so much. Have a great one, a safe one.
You too, Tom. Thank you.
It's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at the XLF. So inside the financials out here, XLF traded sideways today. You're up 9 cents. You're $29. We take a look at this and how it's trying to get into its swing area again. So the last swing is on February 27th. Bottom line, $29.29. Yeah, $29.26 is the low of the high. The high is out there at $29.77. We're going to try to get into at least the low of that high tomorrow. Now, it's coming up with dramatically lighter volume. You know, we've done 50 million today, going into 65, as well as 147. So it's going to need a lot more juice in order to get up and over that level. If we take a look at J.P. Morgan Chase, what you're going to see with J.P. Morgan, J.P. Morgan flat out here today, but bottom line, volume, price and volume wasn't bad. I suspect J.P. Morgan is going to try to get into this 117.35, and right now you're at 114. Berkshire Hathaway is the largest weighting structure, still inside the XLF. So let's go take a look at Berkshire. We'll take a look at the B shares out here. Berkshire Hathaway traded flat at 205 today. And Berkshire's pretty weak. You know, Berkshire's off the high of 217, came down, has a high volume low of 189. I do expect it's going to try to, you know, get into higher price, but Berkshire is dying on the vine in a big way too. There's no doubt about that. Meaning how it's coming into the downdraft. This came down with 6.9 million shares. You did 2.8 today. That was when it came down last week. The initial downdraft, it has 10.7 million shares. So that is one big number. Bank of America, BAC. We take a look at BAC. BAC's hanging at the highs. You know, BAC has a shot to test its high, which is 32.67. Now, those are the large banks, right? If we go into the KRE, we take a look at the regional banks, what you're going to see, this gets really intriguing. And what it is that, so this is the regional banking index. Let's see who's inside here. So inside here, you get Regions Bank, you get M&T, you get the PNC, you got Co-America, East West Bancroft, CIT. These companies, you get Pinnacle, you get Bank of the Ozarks. These banks here, these want higher price. And I suspect you get two different things happening. You get the spread differential from the yield curve of all the bonds. And then what you have on top of that is what's going on in Congress right now, folks. They're putting through a bill, and what that bill is going to do is exempt, not quite exempt, but just about exempt, the banking structure. Right now, you're a threat to basically the financial business in general. Schematically important if you're over $50 billion on your balance sheet. They're going to change that to $250 billion. So there's going to be different regulations, and there's going to be different testing from that area. That is going to take the regional banks and put most of them under that. Well, most of them are under $250 billion. That's the bottom line. You get SunTrust is at, I think SunTrust and PNC, both are about 218. So what you have right there, they can still grow, not grow a huge amount, but they can still grow, and they'll be under that level. What that's going to do, it does two different things. It's going to save them a fortune on regulation, and then what it's also going to do, bottom line, is that puts more money to what? Puts more bread to their bottom line. So I expect that you're still going to see that. Well, actually, let's go look at SunTrust for a second. Okay, let's see. Okay, STI. So that's trading $71.32. Yeah, this is right at its highs. Actually, this is an ABC up. Look at this. This is a broken topside with volume. So your A point on this is 37. Your B is 61. So we're talking of 24 bucks. You see, it's 50, 61, 71, 75. I think it's already hit it. So the ABC structure on the way up here is 75. Right now you're at 72. Oh, you hit 72.62. So this is almost finished one ABC structure on the way up. So bottom line is that when you do that, most times that you're going to do something else, you can consolidate, you're going to pull back after you finish that ABC structure on the way up or on the way down. Bitcoin. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin out here traded down to a price point of 9,066 out here today. What you did have is that we closed under, oh no, actually we're right at it. The swing area was going into is 93.21. And right now it traded to 9,066. You're at 93.93. If we take a look at some of those other cryptocurrencies out here, you had Ripple is down 3.6%. That's trading 82 cents. Ethereum is down 5.4%. That's at 709. And you get Litecoin down 3.3. That is at $1.79. Those continue to basically have high volatility, no doubt about that. What's going to be intriguing is to see as you're coming into Friday, can it hold that swing area that it came in, tested that swing area today. We'll see if, in fact, that can do it. Yeah, our man, Mr. Dave White, was giving us a heads up in the den. So check this out. Let's see what this stock is all about. So Net Element. Net Element is a technology group of mobile commerce and payment processing, as well as entertainment and cultural internet destinations in Russia and other emerging markets. Net owns and operates a mobile commerce business as well as several internet properties that create social and business communities in the entertainment business, motorsports, and film industry. They are located in Miami. They have 140 employees. If we take a look at their revenue, what you're going to see is that they had done $21 million in 2014. They are saying, that's interesting. Well, they haven't even, this is interesting. So what hasn't happened here, is that their last filings are not in place. You never like to see that. This is interesting. You know, you don't like to see that. I can tell you that. Anyway, 2016 they did $54 million. Their last filing was third quarter of 2017, and they were still losing. In 2016 they lost $10.30 a share, and so let's see what they're saying out here. We'll see whether we can see why this thing popped. New Element appoints Dr. John Nigerian to the board of directors. That'd be a real mind blower if that's why it popped, because that doesn't mean a thing. I know John too. John's a great guy, but the bottom line is that that's not going to, you know. Let's see what they have to say. So, Net Element. Let's see where we go here. E-commerce device today announced that Mr. John Nigerian has joined Net Element's board of directors. Will serve as a member of the company's audit, compensation, nominating, corporate governance committee. Net Element's CEO. We're excited to have John on our board. He brings extensive financial, capital markets, cryptocurrency, and blockchain insights. Nigerian comment, I'm impressed with Net Element's technology and its goals to disrupt the payments industries through innovation and value-added services that include recently plans for a decentralized blockchain program. So you stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earned me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking about NETE. So we take a look at this. This is Net Element. So they're doing, well, they haven't reported the last quarter of 2004, which should, by the way, be reported. That being said, what I want to show you here is more than likely what this equity actually did, this was probably a reverse merger. Let me see here. Because when you pull this back, yeah, what you're going to see, and the crypto craze, you know, when every one of these equities were going higher, this got in on it, no doubt. This equity on December 19th was trading at $4.90. On December 20th, it was at $24. and on December 21st, it was at $33. So picture it, $4.90 to $33 in 2 days. The third day, back to $12. The fifth day, back to $10. Then it took approximately a couple months to get back down into $5. It took, $5.50. Now watch, when we take a look at this, I'm going to pull this back further because I wanted to just see what a lot of these companies, this looks to me just like it's a regular credit card company. That's all it actually is. It's a processor. And, you know, bottom line is that big deal. You can be a processor pretty easy, folks. Now, we take this and we put this on a monthly. What you're going to see, I'll bring it back a little bit further, actually. What you're going to see is that this thing also had an amazing expansion of price and then blew up. 15 years. This must be a reverse merger because you had it in the month of October of 2012. You had a low of $526. You had a high of $1,225. And then you closed out the month at $600. 2 months later, you're down $190. Bottom line, just take your time with this because the way that I read this is that this is just a payment processing company. Of course, they got the deal out here that they're going to be a blockchain deal. So let's see what this is saying. We're delighted to have, okay, so the CEO, this is simultaneously, the CEO of Net Element will join a press conference today following a cocktail reception for the launch of Coin Boost, the first provider of smart contracts that address the CRP risk. This is going to be, he's going to join, look at this, he's going to join Andrea Porcella, which is Coinboost co-founder and CEO of Monaco Growth Forum's renowned CNBC personality John Najarian and cryptocurrency pioneer Charlie Shrem. We're delighted to have Olga join us in the launch of Coinboost Breakthrough Solutions, said Mr. Porticelli. He brings a distinctive perception to the event, drawing on the innovations he is advancing at Net Element and his leadership role in a variety of businesses and organizations, including Star Capital and the Eastern Caribbean Blockchain Association. Olga is broadly experienced in payment processing, online banking, wireless communication. Together with pioneer panelist John Najarian and Charlie Shrem, they are going to address questions. So bottom line is that, it's another blockchain deal. We'll find out whether they get to make any money. The amazing part, there's no doubt about it, the amazing part, folks, which is happening once again, you put that blockchain into your press releases, and they're buying it. Let's go to Riot Blockchain for a second. So Riot Blockchain down 51 cents today. This company hasn't been able to basically hit it. If we go back to the same time frame, what you're going to see, see, that was the 19th. That's when we had just pulled that other one up. The 19th, that's what the high was. So this company here started out in November with $7.60. Does the first run up to 24, pulls back to 12, does the second run up to 33, pulls back to 22, and then goes up to 46, and you're trading at $9.57. And if we take a look, this one here is a strange one because this one here, they're turning around and bottom line, they only do $24,000 a quarter. And yes, thanks, Z, because Kodak, if we go over to Kodak too, this is a trip because Kodak is reinventing itself. They pumped this baby up to, this is Eastman Kodak. That's trading $5.15. And this thing, oh my God. So this thing on the 9th of January went from $3 to $7.65. On the 10th, it went up to $13.26. So 2 days, it went from $3 to $13. The next day, it was at $8. Did another counter trend bounce up to 12, then tanked to $5. Bottom line, this thing's going to make its way back to $3. Let's go see what they do in revenue. revenue. Let's see. Amazing. And you know, it's amazing. It's hard to even comprehend that we're talking Eastman Kodak, and you're talking about that they're doing $379,000 a quarter. That's like so hard to comprehend. It's like, think about that, you know? No, I'm sorry. Ben, okay, it's $379 million. I was looking and saying to myself, what happened to all their business? Yeah, they're doing $379 million. Now, that's down dramatically. They were doing $2.4 billion 2014. This year, it looks like they're going to do just about $1.2 billion. Yeah, so pretty amazing. You know, what's interesting is that one of our Tigers is saying, yeah, we back to First Jersey Securities. If you were around a long time ago, First Jersey Securities, folks, that was the guy with the helicopter coming in, bottom line, pump and dump deal. Now, I got a great story about that, too, because I was in Vegas at I think Tommy Hearns was fighting Leonard. And that guy was there with his whole crew. And I actually saw that guy and his crew take the casino down. It was amazing watching. And what happened, when I say take it down, they were playing craps, and they were on one table, and they had a run that was extraordinary. And they were going crazy. And, you know, they took people down, too. But that was one of the biggest runs I'd ever seen at the craps table. And it was really crazy, man, because everyone knew who they were, too. And, you know, these are a bunch of young kids, and they were out of their mind. Now, the guy running it wasn't a young guy. But bottom line is that they took that table down, man. It was crazy. Hey, Dow Industrials finished up by 93. Let's go look at these volumes up here. So you had the TAF go in place. Bottom line, market bought it. Dow Industrials did 764 million shares. That's light volume on the way up. NASDAQ Composite, we did 2.2 billion. So the composite did have the juice inside it. The composite that closed out at the 74.27 mark, and you get the high up here, 75.05. The lower of that high is 74.31. You're right next to it, man. That wants to get tested. Dow finished up 93, NASDAQ up 31, S&P's up 14. Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We take a look at Kroger. Kroger out here, took it on the chin out here today. That baby, where is she? She was, it was down pretty good. Let me get this up. So we got, okay, so you're down 15%, down 325. This is the second, yesterday you gapped down. Actually, it's an ABC down. You blew away the B point yesterday. Today you accelerated down. We pulled this back a bit. That's a big problem, man. Yeah, it's got a high volume low hanging out here at $20 still. You're at $20.98. You pull this back a little bit more. Yep. Off its high of 42, you're at 22. This is going lower. And now what you also have, it's interesting, they've been trying to buy this boxed wholesale. And what that is, that's a new basically startup. They're doing, they do snack, paper towels, household products, but they do them in bulk. And bottom line is that they just rejected their price. What also ends up happening is that you can see you get a stock that's going down like that, these people are going to want to be talking to Amazon, Target, Costco, someone that they suspect is going to have better paper. That's what it comes down to, folks. When these companies try to take people over and it's too late, meaning that the game is too late inside the retail business right now, it's inside the grocery business because Amazon just get into it. Bottom line, their paper's worth less money. And so when companies are taking over companies, you can take them over with cash, you can take them over with paper. Bottom line is that sometimes companies think that they get a lot of money for their company when it's just paper, but guess what? Paper can turn around and evaporate in about 2 seconds. So Kruger's going to have some big challenges inside that market in order to get off these lows. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Dave White's going to be coming up next, 5 to 6, growling and prowling with you. And always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Stay right there. I'm Dave White's coming right up.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.